Ciao amici! Today I'm gonna cook something for you. Actually, I don't know what number of recipes gonna be in the series this one because we don't know what we're gonna upload, but actually this is the first one that we're filming and it's gonna be the basic tomato sauce. Every time that somebody comes in our cooking school or asks me like, what's the secret of your tomato sauce? So the secret of my tomato sauce is actually the secret of every single recipe that I prepare. I only use no more than 5 ingredients. So look what I have over here. So we're gonna use an onion. You can use whatever you want. Today my mom bought me like a yellow onion. Usually I use a red one, but whatever you want. Actually, when I cook tomato sauce, I prefer to use the red one, and then I use lighter one when I cook risotto. But as I said, whatever you have. Then we're gonna use tomato puree. These actually, we sell it in our store. If you wanna check our website, go there. We have several different kind of tomato puree, but what makes a good recipe is the quality of the ingredients. So this is just a pure tomato puree that we import from southern Italy, from Puglia. And you just start with this one. There's nothing added, just tomato puree. No salt, no olive oil, no preservatives, nothing. Then we use our magic herb salt, so it's just sea salt with rosemary, sage, black pepper and garlic in it, so it adds more flavor without adding any other calories. And then my favorite, extra virgin olive oil from Garda, Lake Garda, but you can use anything you like, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients today. And then I know that in your mind, you're thinking about like the grandma's recipe or our tomato sauce has to simmer and cook for hours. Yes, maybe your grandma had the time to do it, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna go down that route. We're gonna keep it very short. And what I like about our tomato sauce is that it's gonna cook while we boil our pasta. So what's better than that? So let's start. I'm gonna start cutting our onion. What I usually do when I cut my onion, I like to cut it in very, very tiny little pieces. I mince it because my goal is to have it melting into the olive oil when I start my sofrito. Remember, sofrito is the basic of every single Italian sauce, actually for risotto as well. You can have the basic sofrito that is just with onion, or you can add garlic, and when you prepare bolognese sauce, we're gonna see in another recipe, you're gonna add what we call odori. So we're gonna add the celery and the carrots as well. But let's start using our onion today. So I'm gonna prepare just a tiny bit of tomato sauce today. So if you're preparing a larger quantity, you're gonna use more onion, but for me, I'm just gonna use a tiny bit. We're gonna remove the skin. And I don't have any specific cutting technique. I just try not to cut my fingers, okay? So don't look at me to get any guidance about cutting onions. As I always say when I teach cooking classes, the smaller, the better. Just keep going. Roughly chop it on top. Don't be precise. There's no precision in an Italian kitchen. And here it is, okay? More or less, just to give you an idea. And now we're gonna add extra virgin olive oil to start our sofrito. And the magic question, how much? By eye, enough to cover the bottom of your pan. Now we're gonna add our onion. Oh, and check this out. I mean, this is Healthy Italia wooden spoon that we always use in the kitchen. I gave it like couple to my mom. Look at this. I'm like, it's like, how do you say it? The cobbler's children have no shoe? Exactly like me. Like, I own a cooking school, but I don't have a wooden spoon. So we're gonna cook our onion and we're gonna let it sizzle a little bit so it's gonna start getting soft and translucent, and then we're gonna add our tomato puree. Can you hear the sound? Unfortunately, I cannot let you smell, but it smells delicious already. Then, personal taste. I know that it's not very professional, I would say, to add any sugar to it, but I really don't like the acidity of the tomato. So this is a very good tomato puree, so you wouldn't need to add any sugar to remove the acidity. And also we are kind of caramelizing the onion at the beginning, so that should help you to remove the acidity from the tomato puree. But if you like it, I always add like a half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of sugar, depending how much of a tomato sauce I'm preparing. Cheating, but you are the one who has to eat your tomato sauce, so if you like to add the sugar, just a tiny bit. Okay, I kept the flame on medium, but now I'm gonna add my tomato puree and then I'm gonna lower it and let it simmer for about 15 minutes, okay? Now, our last ingredient, we're gonna add our herb salt. And as I say, if you're gonna get this, I mean, it's 3 or 4 pinches of salt for this quantity, that it's gonna be for 2 people. I'm gonna write the measurements underneath the recipe so you can reference there, but when you use the salt grinder of our herb salt, you need to twist it 40 times to give you the quantity of the similar amount of 2 to 3 pinches, okay? So you're gonna see me twisting it a lot, but it's just because you get herbs and salt at the same time. Okay. Now it's up to you if you want to put a lid on top or just leave it as it is. Keep an eye on it, stirring once in a while, but we're going to let it simmer for about 50 minutes and then our tomato sauce is going to be ready. So, smells really good. Looks ready. So, let's turn this off. I'm going to show you and I'm going to taste it. Let's see. So this is the consistency. Let me taste it. Delizioso. If you're interested in buying any of the ingredients that we're using in the recipes and many more, you can check out our website over here and see what delicious ingredients we directly import from Italy. And you can buy and get it at your house because we ship all over the United States. Check it out.